Next up, a laughing session from the Laughing Cow. Now, unpeel a wedge of the Laughing Cow light spreadable cheese, a delicious snack with 2 grams of protein and 25 calories per wedge.
Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
a General Hospital fan podcast.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the Port Charles 411, part 2 of our conversation with Lydia Look, our new best friend.
Seriously, if we could have talked until we actually wanted to stop, this would be like part 45.
I want to have a sleepover with her.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
We would have so much fun. Do a General Hospital sleepover.
Oh
my goodness, that would be so much fun.
That would be.
We need to add that to our amusement park.
Those tickets would be very expensive.
Right?
Oh my.
Okay, that's a whole other idea. I know. Everyone's going to write in and be like, you need to add that to your amusement park / cookbook / all the other things that I wish I had more funds to be able to do. If anyone wants to be our sugar daddy or patron, our sponsor,
sponsors say for the sugar daddy.
You remember Samsonite from last episode?
Yes.
If you would like to sponsor, we could have Samsonite luggage and we all meet in New York.
Yes.
For a sleepover.
There you go.
Samsonite. Call me. Or email at peer54podcast@gmail.com. I don't know why I always say it that way.
I love your
That's my infomercial voice.
I love it.
All right, so enjoy part 2. It's amazing. She's amazing. It's a blast.
It's just as good as part 1.
Yes.
Who's your favorite character on the show? Both of you.
Oh.
Okay, you're allowed 3.
I was gonna say, I'm like, not counting Laura because like that's a given. Laura, like Jeannie Francis, that's just that's a given.
Right.
Oh, can I say something? I'm sorry to tag on to that. I said I really would love to work with Maura West, but I would really love to work with Jeannie Francis. But I was almost afraid to say it because Jeannie is I don't know if you guys know, but you really have to bring your A game when you work with Jeannie. She is like amazing. Like I have not worked with her, but I've heard from other people and I've seen her working on set. She does not get anything wrong. She comes in there and she knows all her lines and she knows everybody else's lines. And she is just amazing. Like you can give her 100 pages and she'd be on it. I've never known anyone else on that show.
Though.
No, but listen, ladies, no one else does that. She must be like, she is not human. She is like superhuman because nobody else does that. It's only Jeannie Francis. And she's so mystical that even like the crew will talk about it. Like, oh yeah, Jeannie's like on. She never screws up. She knows exactly what she's doing. Every word is perfect. And that's very intimidating for me. I mean, as any actor, who's going to bring your A game, right? I always do bring my A game, but I guess I didn't say her name. And I said Ava's name because I think part of me goes like, I want to work with her, but like, a bit like, if that happens, I'd be like, so, buzzed. Yeah, but would be another one I would really love to do a scene with.
Well, you're doing illegal stuff, so eventually you're going to have to see the mayor. So.
Right.
I don't know, though. If I see the mayor, then something really bad's going to happen because I'm from the dark side, right? If you think about it. But
she's also good friends with Sunny. And
that's true.
Selena and Sunny stay on the good side of things, or the two of them stay in agreement.
So. I really hope so.
He could warm that up for you.
Right.
I really hope so. The fans say that all the time, like, oh, we want Sunny, whatever, Miss Wu to take over. I'm like, no, please. I love working with Sunny. Yeah. It should be Selena and Sunny and Selena. And I'd even let him come first, not because he's male or what, but because, hello, Maurice has been on the show for 30 years. I'm just starting out. So it should be Sunny and Selena, never Selena and Sunny. Unless Sunny wants to give it to Selena, then I'll take it. But it should always honorifically be Sunny and Selena. And I respect the character Sunny, and I super respect Maurice, whom I love working with. He's taught me so many things, and he's helped me so much in his own quiet way. People don't know that about Maurice. He is a really good guy. And I mean it, not like a good guy, but he is a good guy. You know, you're lucky if Maurice is your friend, because he gives a lot. That heart, man, is huge. I'm just telling you, this guy's heart is huge. He never talks about it, or, you know, the things that he does for people, it's all just quiet, but he has the biggest heart. He's a sweetheart, like, really. You know, there's that whole, you know, Sonny Corinthos, you know, character and who he plays, but Maurice, man, is a gem. He's a good human being, really. So that's why I have to say I'm really lucky. You know, that my first few experiences on the show, I've been given people who were so supportive, like Steve Burton, who really helped me in my first scene. He saw how I was shaking when I came in, and he looked at me. I was so lucky. I came in, and here was Steve Burton looking at the board, and he looked at me. And, you know, I'm the Asian girl, and he's doing a scene with Wu, so he figured it was me, right? And he turned around. No, like, well, what else would I be there for? Right. So he turned around and said, "Are you?" He said, "Hey, I'm Steve. Are you playing Ms. Wu?" Back then, I didn't have a first name. "Are you playing Wu?" And I said, "Hi, Steve." I still remember. I was like, my hand came out. It was like 6 a.m. I said, "Hi, Steve. I'm playing Ms." He went. He took one look in my eyes and he said, "Do you want to rehearse?" And I was like, "Yes, please." So I was like, you know, I had the added benefit of having him, you know, take me aside and go, "Hey, it's okay. You want to rehearse? I'm here." You know, you can't expect that. Some actors don't want to rehearse beyond the rehearsal and the take. Some actors rehearse by themselves. Like, they go to the green room and they'll call you and they say, "Hey, you want to rehearse before we go up?" But not everybody wants to rehearse. And you cannot expect that. Some people don't do well with rehearsal. Some people just want to go in there and slay it. Everybody has a different way of doing a cake. Not everybody bakes the same way. You can't expect that from everyone. So I was just so lucky that Steve Burton was like, "Do you want to rehearse?" So I got one little rehearsal, I think, you know, before the real rehearsal. And that really helped me, for someone who, you know, had so much to say beyond the 5 lines that I usually had, right? So I was very lucky. So then I had him, right? Then I also had Laura, right, who was so kind to me. And of course, Mo. Mo was just a dream, you know, because I had all the hard stuff with Mo, you know, all the, you know, this, and, you know, the dialogue was like, "Oh my God," you know. And Mo was like, he gave me the best advice, you know, just keep it simple. With me, keep it simple. And, you know, when he said that, it just clicked in my mind. I said, "Oh yeah, the more complicated this dialogue is, the simpler you have to do it." I know it sounds like, what is that about?
No.
But it's true. Yeah. The harder it is, the more simply you have to do it. You can't get around the complication. You just have to hit it simply. And he was right. He just said that 2 magic words to me. With me, you have to keep it simple. And at first, when I left him, I said, "What the hell is he talking about?" Right? I was holding my script after our blocking rehearsal. I was like, "What is he talking about?" Then it went, ding! Oh, okay. And then I went on set and I just did what he told me to do. And 1 take and it was done. And then he turned to me and said, "Okay, kiddo." Because that's it. Then I was like, "Yeah, okay." I remember skipping out, I think, after I did that take with Mo, my very first big scene. I was actually skipping like a goat back to my dressing room because I was so happy. I was like, "Yeah, I made it. I didn't get butchered." You know, that's the greatest fear, that you show up there and nothing comes out of your mouth, or you know, it's happened to the best of us, right? You have this moment where you're like, you know, but these actors made it so easy for me to do my job because they gave me the support I needed, you know, before we rolled the cameras, which is, you know what it is, ladies, really? It's kindness. And it's in every situation. Please, everybody, listen to this. And I mean, I say a lot of crazy things and I've been laughing a lot, but this is dead serious to me. Always be kind. You know, even if you don't feel like being kind, please be kind, because you never know what the other person is going through that day. And that little bit of kindness could just save their life. or whatever. You never know. Some people are so close to like dying, right? And then you're being mean. Please do not be mean, everyone. Just be kind. Even if you don't feel like it, be kind, because you never know what the other person is going through. So I received a lot of kindness on the General Hospital set, not just from the actors, but from the crew. The crew's incredible. They were so kind to me. They saw how I was. Where's my light? Where's my camera? And they helped me a lot. Like Mo and Laura in the beginning. Laura was so good. She said, Lydia, camera 2, Lydia, camera 3. No. I didn't know where everything was. There.
Yeah.
She didn't have to help me. Okay. I was just another of the millions of actors that came by her set every day. But she helped me. And I'll never forget that. I mean, by the way, I and Laura, we don't hang out. We're not friends that way. We don't, whatever. I just see her on set. But I'm talking about her now because I will always remember the kindness and the grace that she showed me. And, I remember that, and I've always practiced that. But I think now I take it really seriously because, I've been on the receiving end of it in more ways than one, right? And so I'm like, and I've done it, I've seen like people come in for the day and they're shaking, and I always try to like, I'll remember their first name. I'll look them in the eye and go, we're going to have a great day. And like, and I try to make them laugh, or whatever, because that shakes the actor up. Once you laugh, you're like, okay, it's not that serious anymore. It's not brain surgery. Just do it. That's why you're here, because you can do it. So don't forget that. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't mean you're showing up like, you're like, take a minute, take a breath. There's a reason why you're here. Is because Frank and the writers and the casting trust in that, know that you can do it. That's why you're here. So then I try to remind them, like, be like, hey, we're going to have fun or whatever. And then, hey, that's the magic word. It's just because, we're humans, actors are humans too, So kindness is really, I mean, it's going to be my big motto going into 2023. Because, there's so much hardship going around with everyone. And this is something everyone can do. Everyone, and I mean everyone, I'm being Selena now. Okay, everyone listen up. Everyone can do it. And everyone should do it. Even if you don't feel like you want to do it, you should do it. Because trust me, you're going to feel better after you do it too. So for selfish reasons, maybe if you don't want to help somebody, be kind, because trust me, you're going to benefit from it. It's going to make you feel great. And who doesn't want to feel great, right?
Yeah.
So please, everyone, practice kindness. Be kind. Yeah.
Your energy comes through the Zoom. I mean,
no, that's really important to me. Yeah. Because, I've seen people be saved just by one kind word. And I go, God, that's powerful. And as human beings, everyone can do that. Just, bing, 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 bing. It's called, what do we call it? It's called the geodesic effect. A very wise man told me that. Jack, my agent's husband who's passed, he talks a lot about life is a geodesic dome where we're all connected in, how a geodesic thing is. And in more ways than one, if you can just sort of nudge someone on the other side, it's a ripple effect. So let's do it, man. I think it just makes life a lot more interesting and a lot better, Yeah. I'm all for that. So call me in if you want to do like a kindness like podcast, because I'll be there.
Yes. Oh, do you know who you need to talk to then? Our friend, his name is Steve Silverman. He actually once was an intern at GH. We connected because we did a history on Laura, the character's mom, Leslie. Well, he's friends with her in real life. And so he reached out to us, but he does a podcast called A World Gone Good. And it is all about being positive, being uplifted.
I love that.
A
World Gone Good. I love that.
A World Gone Good. Yep. And it came during the pandemic is when he started doing it. And his husband's a nurse. And so like he was witness to what the toll that was taking on him during the pandemic and everything. We did like a one-on-one like this with him, but then he also did Love in the Daytime as a Valentine's Day thing
Oh,
last
Yeah,
year.
that was fun.
I love it. I love it. That sounds
He's a great
amazing.
guy.
Yeah.
I'll send you his link. 'cause
Sign me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's great to talk
Anything
to.
that I can do to spread that message, I'm
Yeah,
all in.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So I know that people were going to ask us why we didn't answer that question. And I already forget what the question was. Was it which character or which actor?
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm
No,
like
no,
my
listen,
three
no,
brains.
This,
Like I'm
this
just,
happens all the time. And then people write us in and
Sorry.
say, you
No,
guys
that's
never
me.
answered the question.
Please answer the question. Yes. So
You
you
can go
said
first.
Jeannie Francis, right? You know, you finished. You say Jeannie Francis. Don't get out of it.
No,
You
she's
started it.
she's a given. She doesn't count because she's
Yeah.
a given. Are we doing actors or are we doing characters?
It is oh wow. Okay,
There's
can
a
we do
difference.
characters and then actors? Can we do
Okay.
but characters. Let's do characters first. Yeah.
Characters.
Yeah. Nothing to
I
do
do
with
lo-
the actor, just characters.
So we're not counting Laura or Selena because that's just like a
Oh, you don't have to count me. Yeah, I'm on the
No.
show. Yeah. Unless
No,
I'm really
but
your
honestly-
favorite. And I will take it if I am.
honest to goodness. I think that we both get super excited when we see your card on the opening credit.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you so much,
Yes,
ladies.
we
Thank
were the most
you.
nervous to do this interview with you. We have, had interviewed
Why?
other cast
Did
members.
you think I was like Selena, like in real
No,
life, like
no,
a real?
not at all.
No?
It was just so exciting to get to talk to you because every time
Oh,
you're on
guys.
screen, we're like, yeah, let Sunny have it. You
Oh,
tell us how to do
guys.
this. So
Thank you so
it's that whole girl
much.
power thing. It was like
That
girl
means
crush.
so much to me. Thank you. No, that means so much to me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I get
I
nervous,
love
no
fans,
offense,
but I
like, I get nervous for
especially
all of
love
them.
female fans because I'm all for the sisterhood. I'm all
Yeah.
for breaking every glass freaking ceiling there is for women out there. And listen, I mean it. Why is there still pay inequality in this world? What
Right.
century is this? Let's smash that MF right now. Okay, let's do it. So I'm especially grateful when my fans are females because I'm doing it for all of you as
Yeah.
well for me. Yeah.
So, all right, I'm going to do current. So we're not going with anyone that's dead or gone or.
Okay.
I love Cyrus Renaud. I do. I think he's such an interesting character. I think that I just like the complicated characters, the one that have the layers that you see the little bit coming through. So I think that's why I like Selena, because you see her do like the little side things and then you're like,
Mhm.
but you're doing this.
Yeah.
And then I love Anna Devane and Valentine.
Oh yeah, God, Finola,
you're just
only
in love
great
with
things
But
to say.
Valentine.
Oh, that's a
But
great
I
character.
also love James Patrick Stewart because I watch
Oh,
every Friday
yeah.
night. He reads children's books on Instagram,
Yes.
and I think it is the cutest
Yes.
thing in the world. And I watch it.
He's
We'll remind
swoon worthy. I
everyone
don't.
that your
Hey, you're
youngest
not the
child
only
is
one. And
19.
I'm gonna say this now, and I don't know if it's kosher, but he's drop panty. You know what we call drop panties? Like whenever like he comes, all the girls drop their panties. It's like, ah! He is so swoon
Oh,
worthy.
he
And
just
you know,
looks so
Anna
sweet.
Devane. If I wasn't playing Selena, that's the character I'm after. I would love to play that character. Who doesn't want to play a super spy and
Right.
get dressed up and oh my God, that's like a fabulous character. I think that's the best character on GH, if you ask me.
Anna.
I mean, I love Maurice's character as well. I mean, Ava Jerome, but if I could pick one character other than Selena, I don't want to play anybody else but Selena right now. That's mine. But I would pick Anna Devane's character. That's a fantastic character.
I'm giving one more, so I'm saying 4. But you'll
Yeah.
understand why. You'll understand
It's
why.
okay. You can say 5. Yeah.
So we'll do 5. Leo Quartermain, because my daughter's autistic. And I absolutely love the entire storyline and the honor that they are doing to that character and bringing in that storyline to the show.
I love you said that. Can I tag on to Leo Quartermain's character? Can I tell you a story I had with him? So I was walking, getting my coffee. I'd never met him. I've never done a scene with him.
Mm-hmm.
But he was there in the morning. They get the kids there in the morning early to do their scenes. I've never met someone like that. He is amazing. So I was coming out of the coffee room. I was holding my coffee cup, and then I looked at him. Our eyes met. His mom was with him. His mom's an amazing woman, by the way. And it's usually the moms that are amazing, right? So then I looked at him, he looked at me, and this kid, I have to tell you, he is living love. He's just love. he looked at me and I said, hi. I said to him, I haven't met you, but I said, I'm Lydia and I'm playing Selena. Then he just came up to me and gave me this hug. I've never experienced this in my life. It was such a hug that I just went, oh, and it was like all love. And he's like, hi. Like, he was so bright. He was like this. It's almost like you've met a Jedi, like that energy that came out at zang. And I was like, whoa, that's why he is who he is. He's amazing. I can't say we had anything wonderful. Yeah. I can't say that I had any deep conversations with him or deep thought, but I just had that magnetic hug with him. And boy, is he special. Like he's just a Jedi in that he has his own thing going on. Okay. And you can't touch that. All right. Because I was looking at it going, whoa, man, that is some force field right there. And I felt so like grateful in that moment. He let me in, he shared it with me. I was like, right after the hug, I was like this. I was, because, life, ladies, is all about energy, right? Life is energy. I give you energy, you give me energy. That's how it works. I have never experienced that kind of energy exchange except with him. And I turned to his mother and I said, oh my God, I didn't have to say anything. She saw it in my eyes. I was like, I think I was a little teary. I looked at her and I was like, catching my breath because I went like that. And she smiled at me and I went, man, I gave her a hug. I said, he's incredible. I just went like that. I didn't want to say anymore. I said, he's incredible. And I had to go do my scene because I had so much going on and I left. But he zapped me, man. He gave me that. I don't know what it was. It was something else. So yes, I'd like to tag on. He's amazing. I don't follow anyone on Twitter, but I think I follow him. I follow like 12 people, 11 people. And I think he's one of the people I follow. Because, I met him and he's unforgettable. There's something about this kid. I can't describe it, but the energy that I felt pass between us both was special.
They recast him for one day and I almost stopped watching.
No.
I think that would have been, if they had recast him, I think that's what would have, if they had recast him with a neurotypical person, I think that I would have questioned my loyalty to the show for a while.
Yeah, I would have sobbed too, actually. And they won't, because I think I
don't think so. No,
he's very loved.
To it. Yes.
You can't recast that energy. I'm sorry.
Right.
It's from my lips now. You can't. Yeah, it's one of a kind.
Yeah.
You're lucky to have it. We're lucky to have it. I mean, like it radiates everywhere. It's like almost like he's like a light, he comes in. Like I'm not talking like Lord of the Rings now, like you're in Mordor and it's like really dark. And then suddenly there's, Leo with the light and you're like, whoa. So that's what I mean. It's that energy. I've never felt that ever from anybody. In fact, I think it was the first time I got zapped. I'm very hard to zap because, I think my energy, my frequency is quite high, but I've never met somebody who topped my frequency like he did. I was momentarily like, I actually stepped back and I went, what is this? And I looked at him and my eyes just went, and I can be quite intense. I looked him in the eye and we had this exchange, but that kid's frequency is out of the world. Yeah. All
right, you have to answer now.
Hey, no, you said 4. You had one more.
Oh, so I have one more.
Yeah. We'll pick 5.
So I'm gonna go with Ava because I want her gallery. Like I pay a lot of attention to her art.
Okay. Okay, that's great.
We've said that before, that they should sell the art from the gallery as a fundraiser.
It's beautiful. Yeah. And I think a lot of it is wonderful. Frank, he knows a lot about art and photography, and he has an incredible eye. He really does. That's just the truth, guys. I'm not saying it because he's my captain, my executive producer, but he really has an incredible eye. So I really think it's a lot of it. I mean, maybe it's also the art department and everything. I'm sure it is. I'm giving credit when credit's due, but I think our captain, Frank, has incredible taste.
Because they change out that scenery all the time and they really could leave it, but they keep it moving like an art gallery would.
Right.
Yes. Yes, I agree.
Okay.
That's
my 5. Now you can go.
Yay. I like your 5 though. That's a good 5.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think I would be tied 1 and 2, Ava and Carly, just because I love their interaction, they've both been scorned by men and then they go after the man. And like Ava right now is talking about she's going to get Spoon Island off of Nicholas. And that's been in the family for generations, but she doesn't care. It's hers because he wronged her and she's after it. So I love that energy. May have been scorned a few times myself. So
who hasn't, girl?
Right,
Welcome to the club. Yeah.
Yeah, she'll say something. I'm like, yeah, my ex-husband used that line too. I know.
Mhm. I hope she
Right
does,
there.
actually. That would be a real coup, right? Yeah, I hope
Yes,
she does. And
yes,
I'd like
that
to
would
help
be
her get it.
Right?
Writers, listen up.
Yes.
I'd like to help her get it.
Yeah,
And
that
who
would be
else can help her
great.
get it but me? Yeah.
well, because you know
Yeah.
what though, Nicholas's past with Britt, okay, she lied to him, but he called off their engagement. So you could be doing that as retribution for Britt too.
There you go.
I could just be doing it because Ava's
Or
a
that.
female and I'd like to help her. Yeah. But,
That is
all
true.
for the sisterhood. Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Right.
about time women made a dent in the whole patriarchy. Really, seriously. Like in
Yeah.
a big way, not just in a little way.
Mhm.
Who wants to be the girlfriend? I don't want to be
Right.
the girlfriend or the wife. I want to be the boss.
Yes.
Right? And I
yes.
am the boss.
You-
So that's
you
great.
are-
Thank you, writers.
Sunny, just because I love Sunny, but he's my like long-term character. He was just coming on when I started
Mhm.
watching it faithfully. And so I've kind of grown up with him and his changes of his different, careers and domains and all that. So I mean, how
Yeah.
can you not love Sunny? Nina, I just love to hate, like I said. Like I really just do. She's
Cynthia is such a good actress. Isn't she doing her job?
That's what I
mean,
said. Like
she's so divisive the character Nina is so divisive. And I think it's because Cynthia is just, I have to tell you guys, Cynthia is an amazing actress. I always, when she's working, I always either try to get to the monitor and watch her, or I stop everything and I'm doing just to watch her work. She's an incredible actress. There is very few actors can do that. She's completely open. So like anything you give her or you shoot at her, it's 100% genuine. It comes out. And I'm like, wow, she's so present. She has a real gift.
Yeah.
We're very lucky to have her on GH because she's in the amount of work she does and the amount of, oh my God. I mean, like I see the kind of, scenes she does on a daily basis. She's a real warrior, to take on that role.
right.
And she's
It
an
took me a
amazing
while.
actress.
Yes, it took me a while to warm up to her when they did the actress change, but she's doing an amazing job because there's not a week that goes by that I don't talk about how much I hate Nina, the character.
There you go.
Because she does.
There you go.
She does
Yeah.
such a good job portraying her.
Yeah.
Fifth, I can only pick one more.
So wait, you said
don't
one,
have-
two, you said four,
Yeah,
right?
I've
You don't have
done
to
4.
choose 5 if you don't have 5.
You don't have to follow the same rules that I
Yeah.
did. I did
Yeah.
it to narrow them down.
I think
Yeah,
I think my 5th would probably be Maxie, that they just need to utilize her more.
Oh,
Because back in
yeah.
the day, she had such good storylines and was really center of it. And now that she's gotten older, she's just kind of like a side character all the time. So
Can I
would-
tell you a Kirsten Storm story? She's so
Yeah.
sweet, by the way. I've only worked with her maybe once or twice when I tried to steal her man at the deception party. I was like making Google eyes at Curtis, and then she was like, look, at that time I think they were still playing that there was something going on, right, with she and Curtis,
He told
the
us
character.
Yes.
He said that we went
Yeah,
to a
so
team
she-
event and he's like, she made the choice that Maxie has a crush on Curtis. I was like, I love it.
Yes. So I didn't know that. Okay. I just showed up and did my goo thing with, Curtis trying to get, in his pants, right? I mean, my intention was there. And then I was looking at her at the corner of my eye and she was not happy as Maxie, right? She was like giving me this, look, and I was like, what's going on here? Because I didn't know, what was going on. And then later I found out it was because of that. But I'll tell you an interesting story. I've only known her by working with her on that little scene. And she's very sweet, by the way, totally supportive, a really nice person. But my Kirsten Storm story is many, many, many years ago when she was like a Disney child star.
Yes.
She did this movie called Xenon,
Xenon,
Z
yep.
Queen. And I didn't even tell her because I didn't want her to, sometimes when you go to actors and you go, oh my God, they feel a bit like, so I never said anything. But I looped her movie. You know what a looping, because, I made a lot of money. Well, I didn't make a lot of money. I'll take that back. I made a living. I still make a living. Okay. But now I do less because I'm busy with GH. But a lot of my career was spent doing voiceovers because I speak 5 languages. I do a variety of accents, and I can go, very low, and I'm very lucky. I can go very low, or I can go very high, and I can do the kid's voice quite a bit too. So, yeah. So I did lots of voiceovers, and I was the go-to girl when they needed a gangbang. I know that sounds very horrible, but meaning they needed someone who could do many, many things, for the day, pay you a session fee, which is our union fee, and then I bang it out, right? I'll do whatever. I've dubbed over 100 famous actresses, especially whenever they have to speak a foreign language and they can't do it. And then they'll go, oh, Lydia can do it. Then I'll voice match them. And like when you see someone really famous, like in Hong Kong, ordering a bowl of noodles in Cantonese or in Mandarin, one of the 5 languages that I speak, it's me. I'll do all, I'll be like, yeah, or whatever, I'll do it in their voice, right? And then I'll match them and whatever. So I dubbed Kirsten Storms in Xenon Z3. I did all the little alien voices, and I didn't dub her voice. Of course, they got her to do her own, but I worked on her movie. I was like a little day player on her movie.
That's amazing.
That is
Yeah,
so
but I
cool.
never told her that because I didn't want her to feel like, but now, yeah, I did. So when I saw her on set, I was like,
language.
Oh no, that day wasn't a language thing. That day was an alien day. Because it's an alien movie about, it was like the Jetsons, right? Like in the future. So they hired me to do a lot of like a little squeaky, like alien voices and stuff like that. So I did like a lot of the, wow, and just like, like a lot of like, monster voices. And then I also did different languages because they wanted like a made up alien language on the thing. So I came up with one. I've done so many like made up Klingon languages, whatever, a lot of those. That's what I made my bread and butter because, prior to GH and prior to the whole Crazy Rich Asians phenomena, us Asians, we didn't have much going on. I would always be fighting with the same 3 actresses for the lead roles, and they would always book them. And I know them, they're famous, they're famous. So I was always the number 2 choice or number 3 choice. I was like that for like the longest time. So, a girl's got to eat, right? So I had to do other things. So voiceover was my thing. And I loved it because, I could get up like this, looking like this right now with no makeup. And I just, sometimes with the curler, whatever, in a big ass ponytail, and I'll just show up and I'll hit it out. And I could do 2 or 3 jobs a day and that would pay my bills, right? That would give me the security I needed to go on my on-camera auditions, knowing, I didn't have to go to some restaurant to wait tables, which I did for many, many years as well, until I discovered voiceover. And, that paid the bills and got me my insurance and got me my health benefits. And I couldn't be more grateful. But yeah, I was a day player, a voiceover day player on Kirsten Storm's movie, Xenon Z3. Yeah, I did all. Yeah. So whenever I see her, I always think about that, but I never ever say anything because I didn't want her to go like, it was just.
So you never told her?
No. She
No.
just said that.
No.
Oh, I was so.
No. Why would I tell her? Because then she'd be like, sometimes you don't want to make them feel, you just want to work with them. You don't want to like, tell her and then make her all uncomfortable or well, not uncomfortable, but like, I didn't also have the opportunity to sit down and talk to her about it. Because when we see each other, it's always like we're passing each other, doing hair or makeup. We're like, hey, hey, okay, good luck, bye. Or whatever, like, okay, do good, okay, whatever. We're very supportive, but we don't exactly have time to sit down and share peanuts. It's not like I'm talking to you right now. It's like 100 people are like, everyone's on you. And rightfully so. They've got $100,000 crew going on. They're on it. When they call you, you have to be, you're not sitting down there to chit chat. You don't ever have. But the only times I've gotten an opportunity to kind of really talk to people is like during the photo shoots. And one is coming up actually. So and I've been invited. So I'm so like, I'm so pleased. Yeah. Because,
I don't know. Maurice's dressing room seems to be real popular on Instagram with all of his reels.
Yeah. Well, Maurice's dressing room is Maurice's dressing room. He never shares it. Meaning not that he doesn't want to share it, but it's his room. Yeah. We don't get. I've never been in there. No, I'm sure if I invited myself, Maurice would let me in. But it's his room.
Yeah.
There are other people's rooms we share everybody's. Like I've been to everyone's room, like on a day, like today you get so-and-so's room. Today, when they're not working, I use their room. That's how we do it.
Yeah.
And I love going into people's rooms because you really get to see what they're about. And I'm not saying, men have different rooms from girls. Okay. The girls' rooms are always done up and they're so beautiful. And some girls' rooms are so nice. When I get them, I'm like, yes, I'm going to the W today. Because it's like, it's so beautiful, the way they've done it up and everything. So yeah. So I've never been to Maurice's room because I think Maurice is one of the few that it's just his room. You know, we don't touch his room. We don't go in there. And rightfully so, because he does the most episodes.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So, and I think Laura's room is also Laura's room, you know, because she works every day. Like, you know, that's her room, right? But for the rest of them who does, I think they do like, they don't work as much. I get to use their room, you know, and I've been to some really nice rooms. Really nice.
That's cool.
So,
That is cool.
yeah.
I like how diplomatic you are about it too. You do not have to tell us who's or anything.
No, and I shouldn't, and I won't, because that's
Nope.
my, you know, and then the actors want their privacy, and
Yeah,
I'm
right.
all for that. But
And we don't like to-
I'll have to tell you, yeah, no, we shouldn't pry. But I'll just have to tell you, there, some of those rooms are beautiful. You can see that they poured their heart into it. You know, like it's who they are. You know, like you know, you get glimpses of that person. You know how, like, you know, in their room, you just see, oh, I see, oh, that's their favorite color, or oh, they like this. And there was one time, I won't say the name, but I went to someone's room and I saw a poster of my favorite movie of all time up there, and I was like, oh my God, it's no wonder I love her so much. Oh, it's a her. But I said, I love her so much because she loves that movie, and that movie is
Yeah.
one of the movies that made me want to be an actor. You know?
That's awesome.
And I was like, that's why I dig her, because she's got that movie poster. And I remember being so starstruck. I just stared at that poster in my mouth like that for like 5 minutes until I heard the intercom going, Lydia, to the makeup room, please. Lydia. And I was like, you know, yeah. So yeah. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to know? Because I'm in a very sharing mood right now.
Hours.
No, I was gonna say, I'm like, I can't believe it's already almost been 2 hours. Oh my gosh.
Oh, is it? Okay, I'm sorry.
been like
You
an
guys
hour
have
and
to
a
go
half.
then. Yeah,
No,
we should go
but it's-
then. Sure. Unless there's any other pressing questions you have to ask me or anything.
No,
If I can answer it, I would. I like you ladies a lot. And I
this
always
is
will
great.
do a support a sister in any kind
Thank
of show. Yes, for sure. Yeah.
I can't think of, I feel like we've covered so many different bases. Is there anything that you would like to ask or talk about? Do you have anything other than General Hospital coming out that you want
I
to
do
talk
actually
about?
have, yeah, I do have, I mean, I have a whole other career and I don't talk about it, but I write too. And I've written movies for Disney Channel. Like I wrote one called Wendy Wu. Oh, can you believe the Wu surname has been chasing me my whole life. So I wrote a TV movie, and this is for real, for Disney Channel called Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior. And I did this years ago when there weren't very many Asian writers around. I was given an opportunity by a really great guy, Ralph Farquhar, the executive producer. He met me because I did the Chang triplets for his animation series called The Proud Family, which is now in the second season. Yeah, so I was the Chang triplets. I played 2 girls and a boy for him.
Yeah.
So he met me and he started talking to me. Then he realized at that time I was going to USC Film School and I was also a writing major. I also have a career. I also worked as a writer, and I still work as a writer. So in my second year in USC Film School, I wrote a script and my professor sent it out. And I got a gig on a TV show called The Sentinel, which is with Richard Burgi, another. He's now on The Young and Restless, right, or something. But back then, you know, Richard Burgi, he's a famous actor. So he had a series back then called The Sentinel. It's about a guy, a cop who had like, you know, like Amazonian, like bionic woman power. So I wrote an episode because of my script that I wrote in school. I got an episode because they needed a person to write a Chinatown episode. And back then it was only kosher to give it to an Asian writer. And there weren't any. So they were like, oh my God, are we going to get an Asian writer? And then my professor at USC, bless his soul, said, you got to read this girl. So they read my script and they gave me that job.
Awesome.
I still have that check that I Xeroxed because I've never made that much money in my life. I just showed my father that check and I said, oh my God, I made it. Needless to say, I didn't get a writing job for like 2 years after that. But that's, you know, I didn't know it. So I like, oh my God, I got in the union, you know, the Writers Guild. And so I've always been writing. But, you know, back then, it was before the whole Crazy Rich Asians movement and everything. You can't be an actress and a writer at the same time. So when I was an actor and a writer in the room, my producers would always say, don't tell them you're an actor. I said, I could play this role in my TV movie, the mother's role. She says, you can't. because you are the producer on this show. You can't. I wish I fought back more and said, I was very young, and I would just, okay. If it was me now, I'd be like, who said I can't? It's my script you want, right? Cast me in it because it's my script. But of course, I didn't know any better. I was a learning curve. I was like, okay. I was like an okay person because I was so young, right? So anyway, I wrote this thing called Wendy Wu Homecoming, or another Wu thing. So so I did this TV movie, and actually they did very well with that TV movie. Brenda Song was in it. She was Wendy Wu. She's married to Macaulay Culkin right now.
Yeah.
And she was my Wendy Wu. Justin Chon, who's like a really famous director now, he directs, I think he's directing Chief of War now, and he directed Pachinko, which is a really great series if you haven't seen it on Apple TV. That's his first acting job. He played the brother of Wendy Wu on my thing. So I wrote that. And so I've always been working with Disney Channel, also who owns General Hospital. Mm-hmm. And I have some stuff coming up this year.
Oh, that's
with
wonderful.
them as a writer. Yeah, so that's really great. I've also, I've also written features and consulted on many projects under a pseudonym, actually, because I was told I couldn't do both back then. But yeah, so if I want to talk about anything, or if you're asking me if I have anything coming, I have some delicious stuff of my own that I'm writing that's coming up. Yeah, so awesome.
Have you ever written your
and
story?
Hence the Woo thing. My story, that's in the works.
Okay, because that would be interesting. I mean, just from the little bit that we've talked, like
a one-woman show. A one-woman show is in the works right now.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah. But
live theater?
I'm live theater, and I'd like to film it. Yeah. And it's going to be about my mother, myself, and growing up.
Oh, you'll have to let us know where it is so we can see it.
I will let you know, because I'm going to need all the help I can, which is another thing, and since we're talking about that, like, I'm so bad at this social media stuff. Like, I'm looking at all my, like, the other day, a friend of mine said, you really should hire someone to do your, she said, how come you only have like 3,000 followers? Then I go, says, do you follow anyone? Do you like anybody's post? I said, no. Then they go like, that's not the way to work it, girl. You got to. So I'm like really bad at all that. I really got to get up to the Joneses, and I don't know how that works. Like, I'm probably the last actress on GH that's not verified on any account. I don't know how to do any of that. Well, not that I don't know how to do any of that, but I just don't want, like, that's something I need to improve on. So yes, you helping me spread the word on anything would really help me, because that's not my specialty.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm usually the down low cat. I just get stuff made and done, but I don't, I should really not be so down low. Yeah. And the GH fandom is really helping. It's really helping because they're so voracious and so dedicated and so loving. They really give you their time, especially on Twitter. I don't know if that's where you're at, but you should go on Twitter sometimes.
We're there a little bit. Twitter
it's intense.
Rough.
Yeah.
It's intense.
So
if they don't like you, you know that real quickly. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But I feel like that's where the fandom is on when it comes to GH. It's on Twitter. Like, nobody talks about it on Instagram or on Facebook, not as much. Right. I don't know about TikTok because I haven't ventured in there, and Maurice really thinks I should, but I haven't done it yet.
We're on TikTok, but we only submit like the audiograms that we do for the show. But I have a few ideas of other things that we can do.
Oh no, I'm scared.
Yeah. And please share me any tips for that. Yeah, because I need all the help I can get. If you ever get on, like, I'd probably learn from you. Like, I need to get that going as well. Yeah.
This has been wonderful. Thank you so much for your time. And I know it's just the beginning of your day.
Oh no, I feel so energized now. Talking about energy. You guys have great energy, and I feel it. Yeah, and it comes through, and it's a loving energy, which is what I love. I'm very real, girls. If I didn't feel that good energy, the good mojo coming through, this conversation would have been half an hour. But look, it's like freaking 2 hours, and I'm still jabbing away, and it's like we're old friends having a cup of Joe. I brought my coffee, and we're just talking. Listen, I'll come on your show anytime.
Oh, thank you.
Because you guys are great. You're like the real fans, like the real loving fans that we need on the show. And I'd do your show anytime. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We get that feedback a lot because we are legit on my couch right now, and people say, I feel like I'm just sitting on the couch talking to you. And that's what we keep it positive. We keep it upbeat.
That's what we're doing. Yeah.
You know, we have our little gripes, like Amanda hates Nina, and like
that's
stuff
okay.
like that.
It's a show. Yeah.
But right. It's overall it's positive. We love the show, you know.
I know you do. Yeah. It comes through. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we love that you love the
with
show.
us for the with the producers and everything. We would be happy to host the nurses ball if they're looking for anyone to host the red carpet.
That would be so awesome.
Listen, man, I haven't been invited yet. I mean, I don't know anything. I can't say anything about the storyline.
Sings.
Oh my.
Yeah. Oh, that would be really great. I don't know if Frank knows and the writers know, but I'm a triple threat as well. I mean, I've done many musicals and I've sung and I've danced, but I don't think any of the producers know that because they only know me as, you know, Badass Selena. But Badass Selena can do a few other things.
You should.
So if you're listening in.
And we can be your bodyguards.
She can't crash it.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Liesl crashes.
Oh yeah.
No.
Liesl crashed someone else's
Liesl
by the way, I adore. Did I tell you that Kathleen and I worked on a separate project?
Okay.
Outside of GH, and then we saw each other, and we were like, I said, "Oh my God, I've always wanted to meet you. You're Obrecht." And she says, "You're the new chick in town." And then we were like, you know, hugging. And I spent 8 hours with her on that set, which was really. She's an amazing person.
We spoke with her, and I think that the conversation went very similar. I think we went very long, but she's amazing, delightful. Yeah,
she's amazing. She's an amazing talent. She gave me a lot of wise words because I was just starting out. I think we worked together like a year ago on a voiceover project actually, and she was like, you know, she was just because she does many languages too. She's like, like the Western version. I'm the Asian version, and she's the Western version, right? So she was like telling me all these things like, hey, you know, and we just dished like sisters, you know, about things, which I can't mention, but we were just dishing, you know, and we were like talking, and she's an amazing person. She's a really good person. And she gave me a lot of great advice because she's been on the show much longer than I have.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So she was a really good counsel to me. She was a real person, a real sister. And I appreciate her. And I'm a big supporter of her.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I had that little scene with her, you know, during that thing, and that was it. And we both went like, we need more than that. Because I think her and me together would really put some havoc in GH. Muta, right? You call it Muta, right? Or Mata.
Yes.
Muta.
If she finds out that you're the one that gave Britt the passports, she's going to have some beef with you.
She's not going to like
That's all right. That's okay. That's okay. At least that gives us an opportunity to meet. Yeah.
Right.
And, you know, we're two strong women. I'm sure we can come to some kind of...
when she realizes that. That scene will be...
I think we can come to some kind of cooperation. I think we're very, not similar, but we're two very dynamic women characters on the show. Mm-hmm. And I think it would be great if we could somehow do a scene together.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Yeah.
We just wrote like a lot of different storylines in the past 2 hours. So
we did. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
When people hear it subconsciously, sometimes they might just do it.
Yeah. Yes.
Hope so.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.
You too. And
and Happy New Year.
You too.
Do you say Happy New Year for that?
Yeah. Happy New Year. You know.
Sorry,
Gong xi fa cai. Yeah, it's the same. And it's next week, actually, just 3 days from now.
Yeah.
Well, depending which time zone you're at. But yeah, it's coming up.
We're Thursday.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even know.
It happens Sunday. Sunday is the first day of the Lunar New Year. And Saturday is the biggest day for all Asians because it's the day where we have the same as what you guys have, the Thanksgiving dinner. That's our reunion dinner, where people do mass migrations. They go from like, you know, they would be out somewhere working in another country, and they'll make the trip back to have that dinner. It's that one dinner. It's called the reunion dinner. And it's very, very important dinner. Yeah. Sometimes they don't see their folks for, you know, the whole year, but that year you got to make it home.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just the same as Thanksgiving. It's our Thanksgiving.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome.
It's huge. Yeah. So, try not to travel leading up, to Asia or to countries that host the because you'd be in a plane full of people and you'd be
Yeah.
like, yeah. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
it's really good to know because actually we call it mass migration. It's really like, everyone goes home. So the train stations are full, buses are full, the planes are packed, and it's where all the automobile, plane, and train industries make a killing because that's where the people are traveling. Yeah,
Wow.
you stay home. Stay home. Yeah, avoid the jam. Stay home. It's like Thanksgiving. Who wants to travel during Thanksgiving?
Right.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's scary. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And let me know when this airs. I'd love to.
So probably not next Thursday. It's probably going to be the Thursday after because we're actually doing Britt and Brad's Friendship is the series that we're doing right now.
So soon? That's so soon. Okay, great. Well, I want to listen into that because I love Britt and Brad.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you so much again.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Shannon. We'll talk soon, okay?
Yes,
lots
absolutely.
of love. Bye. Bye.
So I know she said that her mother was a lot of her character inspiration, but I feel like that getting kicked out of Girl Scouts is the beginning point. Like right there must make you want to be even more rebellious and put people in their place.
But she was it sounds like she was mirroring her mom.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. This story's about her family. I know I love talking GH all the time, but those stories about her family were priceless. I seriously am like ready to buy the book. Where is it at?
Absolutely. And then hearing how she brings that into Selena and how, the way that we perceive, and it's been a couple people that we've talked to that they're like, thank you for thinking that. Cause that's what I was trying to, Vincent Irizarry said that.
Yes.
Because I was watching for the first time All the Things with him. That was All My Children, but it was with Anna.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's what I was hoping would get across, but I don't know if it would have happened if I had been watching real time.
Right.
But because I watched however long that time period was at once, I was like, oh, he was great.
Yes.
But, oh my gosh, Lydia, I love her.
I love her too.
I was not exaggerating. Like, I feel so high,
I'm
like
sad that it's nighttime here because I'm like, let's go do something.
Exactly. Let's go. She didn't almost stay up until 2:00 today. But that's someone special when you can feel the energy.
Yes.
Halfway across the world through Zoom. That is.
I mean, how crazy is that even? We're speaking to her while she's at her home or around her home in Asia.
Right.
Like, what?
So she is our furthest interview.
Yes.
At this point.
Yes.
So,
that's amazing.
Oh, but she was just so lovely. We hope that you enjoyed learning just more about her and about her story. And she's an amazing woman. I love her outlook, like the different ways that Selena can go.
Right.
All the different.
And the fact that she's thought about it. It's not just, this is the script they gave me. I have to play it this way. Like, she built her own backstory and knows where she wants to go moving forward.
Yeah. So, I cannot wait to see. I agree with you. Liesel's going to have it out for her if she finds out about those passports.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be good.
Do you think she's going to, though? Because Britt came back?
Britt always finds. Okay, so they never showed us the luggage, but somewhere the luggage has
to show up
be
somewhere. Where's Britt's luggage?
When Obrecht finds it and opens it up and sees the passports with the wrong information, she's going to know it had to come from somewhere, and who has those kind of connections. She'll ask Sonny first, and he's going to say, I have no idea. The next logical answer, especially because she already knows that Miss Wu didn't want Britt around Brad. Yeah, it's going to get good, people.
Interesting. So we're recording this on January 19th. It's definitely not going to be released in January because we already have those mapped out for Britt and Brad. But curious to see. I like that. I want to see her and Ava team up.
She offered to help get Cast Iron Island.
Ava got out of the mob. But does that mean that she maybe won a little favor? By someone who's still in it?
Yeah. I feel like she can.
Exactly.
You can be friends with people that you no longer associate with all the time. So she can ask for a favor.
They are acquaintances. They just bump spheres.
Right.
What?
Absolutely.
They don't hang in the same circle, but they bump spheres.
And there's your Shannonism for the day. Oh my.
Oh, but when she found out, so the thing is, we really don't spend that much time on Twitter, exactly like we said, because it can get nasty sometimes, and I just don't like to see that. And there's also a lot of spoilers, so you guys all know I don't like spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen anyone do the Faith Roscoe comparison, so now I'm gonna be like, now I'm gonna go try to find that rabbit hole and stay away from spoilers. But
good luck with that.
I know that's not gonna happen, but I feel justified.
You're allowed. Just don't tell me your spoilers that you will find.
I won't. I don't think I've ever told you any of. I tell you when I get mad about them.
Yeah.
But I tell you the day of when we're recording.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah. We don't share between the two of us.
Nope. All right. So join us on Monday. Let's see if any of this stuff came true. Any of it. There's a lot.
Yes.
Came true.
Yeah. So have a good weekend.
And we'll meet you at the pier.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to pier54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review.
And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Pier 54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at pier54podcast@gmail.com.